Go get my chargers in a
Someone
second.
so funny. Hey,
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all?
Hey.
It is DieTyeRadio. Yes, the number one podcast in the motherfucking world, y'all.
Yeah.
I am your boy Saw. You can follow me on Instagram at official.saw. And these are the other co-hosts. Please introduce yourselves. Who is y'all?
Ladies first.
All right, cadets. I'm the one and only Miss Combat Pretty, and you already know you tapped into DieTyeRadio, and we about to talk about something important. All right, moving on.
all right. It's me, Mocha. You can follow me on Instagram at Mocha Badu. And yeah, y'all next.
It's your boy Z Huno, man. Y'all already know what it is. I'm tired. I'm very sleepy. But I'm here. You know, I'm alive. I was almost in a coma. Well, we good. Follow me.
Yeah.
I'm
Z
sorry.
Huno, ZHUNNO_. You know, hey man, if you know what coma I'm talking about, you know exactly what I mean. I was in a coma.
Now,
Man. You know how it be. Hey, it be like that when you get too blown sometimes. Like you get too blown, you just be sitting there, you be watching something, and next thing you know, you just waking up like the
right.
fuck, like
Heck
man,
yeah.
y'all know it's a little chilly in my room. So
You ever have any
I
shows
got the
that y'all
little
be
mini
watching, and
snuggie.
the next thing you know, you just keep falling asleep on it?
Man, I'd be upset. Like now I gotta go back. What did I miss?
Yes.
What did I miss?
That's how I be playing watching YouTube. Like I be watching YouTube when
Yeah,
I go to sleep, and I be like, bruh, like damn, now I go back. Obviously, you can go back and rewatch it, but I'm like, I was like right in the middle of this. Like, how you just go?
right. Like
Right.
Why did I fall asleep? Like, what the
look,
heck?
I be watching playlist videos, like
Yeah.
several videos in the playlist, and I fall asleep on like episode 3, wake up on episode 24. I'd be like, yo, like what? When did
What
I fall
happened?
asleep?
I've been
How
stuck like
long
that on
was I asleep?
Wednesday on the Adams Family.
Kareem,
You,
you hear Kareem?
you
Hello,
said
My
what?
Kareem
son,
You was
man.
stuck
again.
like that on what?
Appreciate the love too, bro. I know we've been here. We ain't been here a minute, so I know what's going on. But you know, we here.
Mm-hmm.
We
What's the
here.
We
topic?
here.
Tell them a topic, Mocha. Tell them a topic.
Okay,
Yes,
we are
Mocha. I was
talking
gonna
about
bring it to
life
you.
purpose and yeah, we talking about life purpose. So guys, what is your purpose in life? Or do you not know? Or like tell me what's your life purpose, love, Saw, Z.
How
What's your
you just gonna start off with a question like that? Like that's a very like
Yes! It's a
Right?
very good
You
question.
gotta
She ain't
edify
even
the
build up
question.
to
You
it.
gotta
Nothing, yo.
right.
She
You
just
feel
was.
me?
you gotta
All right.
You
Let me
gotta you gotta
let
play
me
with it a little
let me
bit before
change the
you. You know
question.
what I'm
Let me
saying?
change the question.
You
What
ain't
do
gotta
you
change the
believe
question.
is
like
your purpose in life as a human being? What is your role that you have in life? Did that help?
you can't start off with that either.
It's like it's no. You gotta
Why
like
don't you talk about your
ease
purpose and stuff
into it.
first, and how you
See,
I
How
don't
you
know
be
my
like
purpose.
you gotta start off first of all
you don't
like
have a
be
what is your
purpose?
purpose?
you
Like
know
what is
I
what?
said I
No,
don't know my purpose. I don't know it yet.
no. It's not
I'm
like it's
trying to
like
still figure it out. I'm trying to pick a thing, like Z said. Pick a thing. I gotta pick something. I'm good at a lot of things. I just need to pick one and stick with it.
okay, so let's
Well, I
start
gotta
this
be
then.
one thing.
let's.
Let's start this then.
Good.
I'll do the question for you, Mocha. Okay, gosh, God.
You're not gonna lead. You're not gonna
What is
lead into it
purpose?
like a.
Let me ask you what does purpose in life mean to you? Like what is the purpose in life mean to you?
What does that
I'm gonna
phrase
start
mean?
with Mocha since this is your stuff.
Yes. So, purpose to me is what you are designed for, what you are here on this earth to do, in a sense of you are made for this one particular thing to make time continue forward, in a sense.
Okay, time for who? Exactly.
This could be to change the course of time, to either progress it or to delay it. This can be just to keep the balance, in a sense, because I believe the universe has its own set balance. there's there's equally amount of good and evil. So in order for your purpose is to keep the balance in a sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, I get what
you
you're
can
saying.
either be
I get what you're saying, but you missed my question. I'm saying for who?
You dancing around the
Who are
edge.
for
you? Yeah, who are you
for the
living this purpose for?
cosmos, for God, for the cosmos and God. I don't know how to answer that. It's not for you. It's for everyone around you in a sense. You're working for other
Right.
people. You're an entity for others because everyone's life is connected to another person. Your actions causes consequences, not just for you but for others.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not for you. You're not fulfilling your purpose for you. You're fulfilling your purpose for the others around you, for the lives that you affect.
Okay. So you're saying that purposeful living is being able to live in a purpose for other people. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right, bet. So living for other people. Okay. What about you? Uh, love. What you what you think about purposeful living? Like, what does that mean to you? Having a purposeful life.
I think a purposeful life, um, yes, it could be living for other people or whatever. However, I feel like you have to have a purpose for yourself that you find joy in, and you find joy in rewarding others or yourself with a purpose, meaning like a cause or something that you want to fight for or something that you believe you could stand up for or help others with. Like, shoot, a teacher has a purpose, you know what I mean? That's to educate her children, her students, or whatever. A musician has a purpose. That's to educate you on their life path or whatever, or something like that. So I feel like a purpose is really could be just to educate you or help you or heal you in some form of fashion.
Okay. So purposeful living is healing, basically, is what you're saying. Like being able to
Yeah.
heal not only your community but yourself too. To where if it's not intertwining, this from what I'm hearing, if it's not intertwining, it doesn't work out necessarily. Like having that, like how Mocha was saying, the balance between you and the balance between others.
Right. Yeah, the balance between you and others. Well, Kamoka was kind of saying the helping of people is the whole of the healing. I say you can help yourself too. Like don't forget about the purpose
Yeah,
of
that's
helping yourself too. That's very important as well. Because I feel like you can't I mean you can help others without helping yourself, but it'll be so much more rewarding to you after you help once you have helped others to eventually truly help yourself too.
true. Some people' purpose might be just helping others.
That's a blessing. Ain't nothing wrong with
Mhm.
that. But also, if it is a person like that, I hope that they encounter people that blessing will find a blessing
Very true.
into helping them as well.
Very true. Very true. I agree with that. Okay, so what about you? What you think purposeful living is, man? How you live in purpose? Huh? Give it to us, preacher. Preach up, preach up, preach up, preach up. Give it to me. Yes,
I
Lord.
believe I believe that purposeful living is having a reason to live. Is your reason for living. So like, you know the phrase you can't run away from your destiny. Well, if you are destined to be somebody if you're destined to be somebody, you're more than likely going to be that person. And that's the reason that you live. You're living to be that person that you're, striving to be. Like, I want to say, I mean, and also like that may also not be the case because I don't know, there, like I want to say there's two ways to look at it, right? Destiny could be portrayed in what you think you should be but really is not what you're going to be. So like I've read an article before where this girl who is really, really good at I think basketball. She's so cold at basketball, but she really, really loves and wants to play baseball. But she's
Mm.
cold at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And get awards and recognition for basketball, but she really wants to play baseball, even though she really wants to do this thing. She thought that she would be this. Her life and destiny steered her another way and was like, "You're gonna play basketball." You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's what I think purposeful living is. You just your reasoning for living, why you are put on this earth. What were you put on this earth to do? What is your purpose? What do you think that you were placed on this earth to do? What do you think that you need to accomplish before you die? Or what is it, not what you think, what you believe God has for you to accomplish before you die?
Okay, I get what you're saying. Side question, because from what I'm hearing from you guys giving your answers, it sounds like to me as in you're saying purposeful living as in like one specific thing. So do you think having purpose a purposeful life only means you are have purpose in one thing or multiple things?
I believe it depends on the person. You know, uh, your purpose in life could be to help others in certain ways that don't require, like physical, you know, or like creating something to
Mm-hmm.
help somebody. You know what I'm saying? You could be like I want to give an example. Uh, I want to say comedian. You could be a comedian and help people by making them laugh when they were feeling, you know, rough around the edges. That can help them in a way, but that doesn't mean that that is your purpose in life is to help people. You know what I'm saying? It is that is that's not your only purpose. It's to just help people, but that's a way you what you do, your destiny, your purpose in life can help others.
Hmm.
Okay.
I like the how you put that. That's how I look at it too. I feel like your purpose has to do more like with you. Now, now your purpose might be to do something for people, but your purpose has to do with what you want to do and what you're good at and what life has taken you to.
I believe that there are no um, random encounters in your life. Everything happens for a reason. You know,
I agree with that.
Right. Things happen for you, not to you.
hmm
Yeah, I agree
and
with that.
things may happen in spite or against you, but that just means that this it's another trial that you have to get through. But that
Okay.
doesn't mean that what you even though you're having a hard time getting to where you think that you should be, doesn't mean that that is not there for you
That's true.
eventually.
Hmm. Okay.
That's true. They say the what does the Bible say? The first will be the last will be first and the first will be, I mean the last will be first and the first will be last or something like that. Or the first will
hmm
be something like that. I'll be checking it
You
up,
will be
What
the
but
comes
head,
first
not
will
the
surely come
tail.
last.
hmm.
What comes first will surely come last.
Hmm.
Well, you should be the head and not the tail.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I asked that, because for me, purposeful living is more than just. That's why I asked if it's one thing to you guys, because to me, it's more than just one thing. I think it's the purposeful living is within the person. Because prime example, if we use the example you gave with the comedian, like prime example, Gary Owens, he's a comedian. You don't know if you don't listen to his story. Before he was a comedian, he was a policeman in the military, or that he had another life
MP.
before he became a comedian. So it's like you can say, yeah, I have this one specific purpose, but to me, that's not your purpose. That's more of a what I want. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want to do type stuff versus understand. Like, sometimes, prime example, the girl who wanted to play basketball, like you just said, who wanted to play baseball, but she was good at basketball. That was her want. You feel what I'm saying? Versus that was her having her own personal thing that she wanted to do versus understanding her purpose. So sometimes a lot of people don't understand that your purpose could be more than one thing, and that your purpose is you. You feel what I'm saying? Where you are supposed to spread yourself out to the world. You feel what I'm saying? As much as you can, to where it's supposed to spread itself back to you. But the problem is that when I see people talk about purposeful living, I hear people talking about it in a not you guys, but just other people when I hear it, where it's in a selfish way. You almost like where it's like, yeah, I want to live my purpose, but in my vision, in my way. You feel me? As a person understanding purposeful living doesn't come with your own vision. Like, you might have your own vision of how you want to do it, but usually if you ask most people, it never goes the way they thought it was going to go in the beginning. Like, when people first started versus how they get there now, they're like, nah, the people who I was with then are not here now. The way I was thinking then is not the way I think now. Like, my purpose changed. So I feel like in a lot of times when we say, I hear a lot of purposeful living, we turn into that star player syndrome thing or acting, where we start,
the hero syndrome.
You feel me? I want to be that guy. I want to be that person in the front. So my purpose should be the front. Not understanding sometimes your purpose might be the background, or your purpose might be the person, the side, help. That's why I said some people purpose in life might be that help, where that they're just that, them people who just gotta do it. Like, everyone knows
there's
that.
Always
That
to
mama,
every Steve Jobs, there's a Steve Wozniak.
You feel me? So it was like, to me, it's like purpose can come from many different things. It's just how you make it a purpose. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like people make the choices in how things become a purpose. So if you take the initiative to make it serious, people will take it serious. If you BS with it, people gonna BS with it. So you don't know it's serious until someone else randomly comes. No one knows nothing really is gonna work until someone else comes, tries it first, and it works out for them. Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I see now I have a purpose in doing what you did because you did it and it worked out. Now I understand it. Well, it takes you have to find.
I worked for this.
You know, like everybody. A prime example, we all in the music industry. Everybody's a rapper now. Like, everybody making a song. Everybody got a song. Everybody. So that's like almost as if the purpose of people wanting to be music and being rap is now taken for granted. Because now you feel like your purpose in it is not serious no more, because everybody else around you is not their purpose.
Right. Well, it might be, but it's like, where's their why? Why? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean.
And life, right? And I was about to say, I said before, like, life kind of places you sometimes in your purpose, just based off your life. Like, your life will place you in your purpose sometime, and sometimes you might even reject it. I want to ask, is it wrong to keep going for what you think your purpose is, even if life places you in a purpose and you have to be stuck in that purpose? No matter what, you should try to fight for what you think your purpose is.
Usually your purpose comes and hits you when you least expect it. So a lot of times we'll have that moment where we'll think, okay, yeah, I'm in my purpose, but nothing's working. So you wondering why the heck you this is what I'm supposed to be doing, God. I've been making music all my life, but nothing worked, and you just keep doing it and keep doing it. And then out of nowhere, you stop to take your time out to go fix something else. You feel like, okay, you know what? Let me stop doing music. Let me focus on clothing brand. Let me focus on my own personal writing for stories and stuff. Or I start making my own books. Now all of a sudden you became more of a purpose where you became yourself. So now you instead of calling yourself just this one thing, to where this one thing doesn't work, so now your life is just crumbled, you realize that you are more than that. So your purpose was more than just making music. Prime example of that was y'all remember Boys and Men? They had that little the TV show that was on BET. Remember, I forgot what his name was, but the Bell Biv DeVoe guy. Remember the short guy with the glasses, right? That was part of it. He couldn't really sing, but he was always the business guy. He took his singing into where he learned the business, how to make the music industry, to where he started signing other people. Now, I don't know
Mhm.
why I said Boys and Men. I meant New Edition. I'm so sorry. New Edition. New Edition. I'm at the New Edition store. Remember that TV show? They had that
Nobody
documentary.
say yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but he signed Boys and Men, and then where he learned the game to where it put him in a different place to where he learned his other purposes,
Mhm.
like to where he could do more than one thing. So that way, when you
Okay.
was done, you could go and tell, oh, yo, this man had this, he did this, and this for the world to where it benefited.
But But wouldn't that be considered finding more than? Because I feel like you can have more than one purpose in life, and
That's
life
what I
can
mean.
level your purpose up at every time.
Mm-hmm.
So just like, cause singing was their purpose at one time, you know what I mean, and just
And then it
giving us the
switched. That's
belly.
what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Where you have more than one purpose. That's why I say your purpose is you. You feel me? Where you have to be the best you. And sometimes being the best you might have to mean stop doing something that you was doing before.
Right.
So like that's why I always say when it comes to purpose, like people have this thinking of it's what I want to do. That should be my purpose. Not understanding sometimes it might be the thing that you hate the most that you know you good at. You know you
Yeah.
good at it. You hate doing it, and it's just like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna suck it up. Like I just got to do it. Like so, it always comes. You know, that's just me personally, but
I'm about to say why you froze like that.
you know, I just do it. You know?
Karim McCann says, "Is it possible to obtain and have both your wanted and still fulfill your purpose?"
Yes, you
Both
can.
your
Yes, you can. But usually when it comes to the higher powers, as people say, because you know some people don't believe in everything. You usually got to fulfill your purpose first before you get your want. And usually, if you try to do the want first before the purpose, your want ends up destroying your purpose to the point where you have no idea where your purpose at.
right.
So you'll see those like 56, at least in my opinion, the 56-year-old people that just like randomly just want to do something completely different they ain't never did before. Like, I want to be 20 again. You just like, what you doing? Like, you 50. Like, and you just like, oh, I want to be 20 because I want to ride my bike and I want to be, you know, I just want to live life. And then all of a sudden, it's like they do it and they realize, okay, I just didn't live my purpose. I didn't
Mhm.
do it. I didn't do the things that I needed to do to find my purpose. And they didn't realize in doing that they are living in the purpose they were supposed to live in the first place. That's why I say purpose for me is based off of choices of what you choose to do. Your purpose can change based off of your choices.
That's true.
That's just me. But y'all, if y'all got answers, y'all answer, please.
I think could you be sometime going against your purpose by just fighting it? Like I think like a lot of people be fighting their purpose sometime. Like do you think like a crackhead has a purpose or like I'm just being honest. I know you want to laugh it off, but I'm just being honest.
I mean, well, I believe everybody has a purpose. It's just people tend to fall, and you have to accept that you may fall too. You may fall sometimes. It's just how it's look like exactly like what Rocky said or Sylvester Stallone. Look, it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about
How
if
you
you
get
get
up?
hit, can
How
you
quick
get
you
up and
get
keep
up?
moving? You know what I'm saying? Can you pick yourself up and keep moving? And some
Right.
people just end up staying down. They got knocked out.
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to like lower people, like people that's living in lower lives right now or whatever, I feel like everyone has purpose no matter what. Because you could even watch a movie where as though somebody was just literally somebody in a low vibrational life right now, and they literally watched or saw something and saved someone. Think about the Shy. The dude who was in the lowest vibration that hit the point literally saved the girl from getting raped. He saved people in different situations, but you just see that. So I feel like no matter what, even at your lowest vibration, you have a purpose, and that's to probably live that journey. Life is just full of journeys, so you just got to take every step to get to the next level in your journey.
And
But refusing your step is the worst thing. I
Life's
mean,
like a box
refusing to
of chocolates.
graduate is the worst part of the process.
and I feel like
Yeah.
that's what the world, like the games and stuff like that, kind of ruined that for us because it gave us that sense of being the main character where you wanted to be like just like you wanted that lifestyle, that main character lifestyle. Like everybody wanted to be living lavish or living the everything's about me. So like it's not a people forgot that purpose. So it's like, okay, that's why I said the people don't understand the difference between the way how they want something versus what their actual purpose is. Because they'll just, okay, I have my own idea of what I want this world to be for me, that they don't understand, they don't learn how to get there. And sometimes a lot of people don't understand with going into your purpose. It's a journey that you only can take in order to get that. You feel me? So it's like you're gonna have to deal with some stuff in order to get where you're trying to go. The problem is that a lot of people can't take those journeys. So you'll see a lot of people, like prime example, music. Like we all in music, we all understand that this is a long road and process to get where you want to go.
Man.
Some people it might be a little bit faster because of where they at and what the type of situations they got. Some or where they live in, this and the third. Some people might take it longer. So it's like, but people don't understand that the process is still the same. It's just how long it takes for other people. Doesn't mean that your purpose isn't this or what you're doing. It just means you might have more to offer somewhere else. But people, like I said, we have that mentality. I'm the main character. This is what I want. I'm gonna go for it. Not understanding that you can go for it, but you're not learning the lesson behind it, which is why, like we keep saying, why are we doing it?
I feel like I can agree with you only in the entertainment side of things, because we are like a lot of people who you come across people who want to be main characters, but for the majority of the world, they're not main characters in life, and they don't try to be. The majority of the world is followers, so they're not working towards being a main character. Now, as though you come into realms of entertainment where we're fighting to be seen, then yeah, you're going to come into people who want to be main characters and don't know how to be supporting characters because they feel like that's being shunned. But when it comes to the majority of the world, and think about it, people who don't do what we do or fight for what we fight, a lot of them are
people
not
like to be watchers.
right. They'd rather pull their phone out than even call the cops, like, and watch it. To be one,
imagine if
time. It's not about being the main character. A lot of times, it's about being the first viewer.
Imagine have y'all seen the movie Nerve?
So they can be the first one to tell the gossip.
Have y'all seen the movie Nerve?
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 Yeah.
RVE? Never heard it.
Nerve? It's with what's that name? What's that dude's name? What's Harry from Spider-Man? His brother.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Harry from Spider-Man? Harry in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Nah, I never saw it, friend.
James Franco, Dave Franco. That's his brother.
Oh.
Dave Franco is one of the main characters in that movie. And MGK is in there too. But basically, the movie is about, there's this game, basically like Truth or Dare, and it's called Nerve. You either play as a player or pay to watch as a watcher. And watchers make the dares for the players, and the players do the dares and they get money for doing the dares, and they have a leaderboard system or whatever. Imagine if that was a real thing.
It is a real thing. It's almost a real thing. That's why I keep saying it's even then, that's still in my opinion, where it's a main character thing, because you're watching another person live a life that you want them to do. Again, they do it on Twitch. You see it all the time on Twitch with the swatting and everybody doing everything. You're doing it all the time just to get their entertainment. So yeah, I get what y'all where it's like it's that's why I say it's a everything, especially with the internet. Like it's a everybody thinking now. Like everybody wants that. I want my own entertainment, or I want my own things that push me and drive me into my life, not understanding the purpose of what you meant to be doing. So a lot of people, like, that's why you see a lot of, now you hear the word a lot, incels. Like it's a lot of incels these days where people prefer to stay in the house, watch TV, watch games, watch gameplays, play games all day and never go find a purpose. And a lot of people, to the point where you see 40-year-old people telling you my purpose in life is playing games all day.
It's to be a spy. It's to be a spy.
I should be playing games all day. My purpose in life is to be a gamer, and then this and the third. You're not understanding, like, no, bro, that's just what you want. That's not your purpose. You
What?
just
I
want to
mean,
be
well,
a
if you good at that, if you
that's if
really
you good.
fucking
There's a lot
good
of
at
people.
that
There's
shit.
millions of people that's good at Call of Duty. That doesn't mean everybody need to be a Twitcher.
He's right.
If you getting them views.
Yeah. Oh, I
Because
mean,
then
yeah,
guess
that's
what?
what I
Now
was saying.
everybody a Twitcher. No one's taking it serious no more. So now you don't know your purpose no more. The person who was supposed to and wanted to take it seriously, and that was their purpose, now no longer does because it's no longer a purpose no more. Everyone does it.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody can make money going on Twitch right now, nobody would go to work. No one.
Yeah.
Everybody be playing the game or just sit at their house, just letting themselves be recorded every day.
So, do you think that these are more distractions in the world that have built for us or whatever, like to
We turned it
distract
into a
ourselves with?
distraction. We turned it into a distraction. When we became the type of people where we use this for entertainment instead of using it for our resources, we became that. And that's our society in a whole, like especially the Western civilization, like that's ours in a whole, where we use things for our entertainment versus using them for what they were meant for. So prime example, when guns were created and we was trying to, have our Second Amendment, it was for use for protection. Now it's to a point where everybody named mama just pulling out there, everybody having fun with a
Now
gun.
it's used for decoration, right?
Like it's a prop now. People
Or it's a talking stick.
TikTok,
Right, an accessory.
You feel what I'm saying? So now it's not even you. No one
Should I
takes
wear
it
the Glock
serious.
9 with these, or should I wear these with these?
Should I wear the red?
Smith with the Air Force Ones, or should I wear my Glocky with my black Air Forces? Like you don't know which one. Like people take it to when now.
Or should I rock the Draco with
violence.
the Balenciaga?
Fuck it, I just wear the Draco with these.
So now when you bring up the gun violence to people, now all of a sudden it's like people who take it seriously, understand that there's that purpose. They gotta go hard and they go extreme for it.
606 mass shootings, and the year ain't over. I'm looking for 666.
See, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a serious topic that a lot of people won't take
Go run them
seriously.
numbers.
It's not their purpose to take it seriously.
You know me, I'm in the numerology, honey. I really, it's the numbers for me. Because I'm like, they ain't say nothing. Remember before it was 333 when they told us about the mass shootings and they said something before. So now we hit the 606. I'm like, oh, they trying to edge it before the end of the year. I'm like 666 mass shootings in 2022. Cipher to the cipher.
That's terrible.
Let's do the ritual to the ritual. The year of the beast. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Welcome, Dawn. She'll be back.
She'll be back. She probably was like, I'm about to go do the research on that.
So then let me ask y'all a question. And since we talking about purpose, how do you think you find your purpose? Like how do you think the journey I know everyone's journey is different, but how do you think in general, like for yourself, how do you find the journey of your purpose?
I feel like you find, okay, so it depends on different levels. So for the person that's just living their day-to-day life or, taking care of, tending to a sick mom or whatever or something, and then they end up, or let's see, I have a good example. I know a girl, right, who had a son who was deaf, and he had a hearing disability. So with that disability or whatever, she did everything in her power to see that her son turned out as normal as possible as a hearing person. So to the point where he can really hear, he has hearing aids and everything now. He just has a small disability or whatever. But she found her life purpose within that because being a mom supporting him, she was able to go to school. She was able to get funding, learn all the resources within the city. And now to the point where she's a non-hearing teacher herself. And she works at one of the best schools in the city, which is like Schoolhouse Row for the non-hearing. But the whole thing is she found life purpose. So you could find life purpose just basically living your day-to-day life. I feel like, let's just use it this way. Life, you don't find life purpose. Life purpose finds you. That's like people who say, I found Jesus. Jesus wasn't lost. Jesus was right here.
You
were
lost.
Time.
You
were lost.
There you go. You found it. You got it now.
Even though I don't, go with that whole, I believe in just overall God, but all entities. But you know what I'm saying? When you're looking for God, God is right there, no matter what. You're not looking for anything. They right there. You need to find yourself.
Okay, so you find your purpose by finding yourself going through life, basically.
Your
Like,
purpose find you.
okay.
If you strive to do the right thing and to find the way, you should. If you don't even do the right motherfucking thing, shit, your purpose to find your ass in jail. Shit, your purpose gonna find you.
Okay.
Somebody got a
They were
leaky
nice.
faucet.
No, that's my dryer.
Oh, a leaky faucet. That's what a leaky faucet sound like to you.
Oh, I
That's that
mean,
Detroit leaky
shoot.
faucet. I don't know.
In what year? I'm like, see, now he telling y'all about how he was a time traveler. And he going back in
No.
1882
His freaking dryer sounded.
Hey,
Oh
he
my
we
gosh! I
he
had
got
to
a he
fight.
got a boy.
when he had water drip from the well.
Y'all
Oh
funny.
my life!
Y'all funny as hell.
Oh my
Mocha,
life!
what about you? What do you think? Purposeful living. How do you find your purpose? This was your question, but you left.
This
It's the
is my
hottest
question. I do
question.
apologize. I could not hear y'all, but like I said, I have not found my purpose yet. So I'm just trying new things, trying to experiment, trying to experience new things, get out of my element, and just hopefully find something that clicks. Now, I don't know. Maybe it'll hit me like a train, and it will be like, you know what? You've had it all along. See, you had it all along. You've been baking and dancing. Why can't you just do what you've been sticking to? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm just gonna try different things and see what clicks.
Just don't be afraid. Right. Because we
Okay,
all looking for it.
experience. All right, yeah. So experience, kind of like. So
Yeah.
y'all in agreement a little bit. What you think, Saul?
So I would tell you a little bit about my experience or my journey or what I think, how I found my purpose. Um, so
So you got a purpose? No, I'm just playing.
so I've been
I'm just picking with you. Sorry.
I look over my life accomplishments per se. I want to say because I've
Mhm.
done a lot of things. I've done a lot of things in my life, and most of the things that I can say that I would say is purposeful or what makes me believe that this is my purpose is entertainment. You know, I've been around entertainment my entire life, whether that be me singing, whether that be me acting, making music, or being around production, anything that has to do with entertainment. I feel like
Mhm.
that, that's mostly what I've been accomplishing my whole life.
Right.
So I feel like I've been put on this earth to entertain, and I feel like that that's how I found my purpose. And it's also through um you know like what Mocha said, experience, you know doing you know going throughout your life doing things, and when you do these things you realize, oh, I'm good at this, and I also like doing this, and I've been doing this for so long that this is what I think I should be doing, or this is what I feel like God has me to do. You know, like I believe that everybody was put on this earth for a reason to do something. I don't know what everyone's purpose is. It's not mine to know, but it's between you and God. But God places something in everybody to do, you know. And I believe He made mine to be entertainment.
Right.
Whether that be me doing something, me creating, or putting somebody else in place to create.
Mm.
That's cool.
You know.
I feel like all of us have that purpose though. Even Mocha, I feel like you be slipping out on the fact that you already have a purpose. Like your purpose on this show is you already find purpose in making sure that this show goes or whatever, so that way you can get the message out every week. You really
I've been
do.
failing at that lately. I've been
You
feeling it.
do.
Yeah,
Like,
like
Don't say
and
that
I
on the
tell you what,
show. They not
I'm
supposed to
like,
know
this girl's
that.
like the administrative of administrative assistants of CEOs. And I'm like,
Yeah, she be
she
on
be
our
fronting.
head.
She don't realize she already in her life purpose and she fights for it all the time. Your life purpose might just be to tell people what you believe in and how to go for what you believe in and fight for it. Your purpose might
Or
be to keep finding your
administration.
purpose and telling people, keep find your purpose. Or this is the way I found my purpose because I ain't know how to find my purpose. So I'm gonna find a new purpose every day.
mm,
Or your purpose could be administration. Administration, being able to run uh, a business model and keep it moving. Make sure that the process is flowing correctly how it's supposed to go.
and this
Yeah,
is
keep
my
it
Maybe that's
practice.
your.
This
and go
right
to
here is
work
my
and do
practice.
it right and go to
Or
work
like
and
I
do
said,
this.
No, this ain't your practice. This is it. You ain't going nowhere. Thank you. Appreciate you. That this is what you finna do it at. Thank you. I don't know why y'all don't put that in her head that she finna go somewhere else and work from
I
now.
don't know what Saul was talking about because
I
you
ain't
know
say
I ain't
nothing.
telling nothing like that.
No,
You
Okay,
ain't
I
going
ain't say
nowhere.
no.
Talking about her
No, I
purpose
didn't
is to
say
go
anything.
find a new business.
right.
No, her purpose
No,
is
I
right
didn't
here.
Only
say
place she's
none of
going
that.
is with us. The only
Right
place
here.
our purpose is to be
But
here.
you also
He
Here.
do.
ain't
You
gonna let
also
me go,
cook.
guys.
You
Oh
also
my
cook and you
goodness.
also dance. So like those could you could even see if those one of those is your purpose. I believe, you. I mean, this is just from observing, you for quite however long we've known each other. You really like to cook, and I think you're really good at cooking. So that could be your purpose.
I
Be
think
the
cooking,
next Rachel
accountability,
Ray.
look,
You know
cooking,
what I'm saying?
accountability, and grooving. Because the girl be grooving. She having a good old time. Heck yeah. Cooking,
You know what I'm
accountability, and
saying?
groovy does.
Dancing
But I
is
feel like
definitely one
purpose
thing.
is found spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially.
Yep.
So, and that's life in general, and that's relationships, everything. Everything is mental, physical, financial, and spiritual. Like, so if you're not getting those four things out of something, you're not winning. You're not. It's 100%.
So
So
you
try to
believe
put
your
an effort
purpose
in
is
it.
all completely aligned with everything. It's
My
gonna all come
mental, how,
together.
yeah, I do. I believe it's how my mind works, how I financially grow, how I physically grow, and how I spiritually grow. It all works together, and you can't have none of it without it.
Now, when you say financially grow, do you mean like as in making? Because some people would hear that and say like you mean more making more money, and there's some people who would say okay, some
Making
people
myself
purpose
more
is
wealthy spiritually, like meaning that if my purpose really ended up to be a nun, which I love monkeying and all that stuff, and I super support people who do that. And that means to make no finances or whatever, or give all your finances away, went back to charity. That is part of financial
so then yeah, that's what I
purpose
was
and
getting at.
spiritual purpose. So to
Yeah,
me,
that's what I
I
was
feel
getting at.
like just whatever the purpose is in what you're doing, you know what I mean? Whether your purpose is to raise you a good family or have make generational wealth, long as you find purpose and you try to get there within at least 25%, the square that 100% away in your life, and you already found purpose financially, and it might even turn around full circle and be one thing that you found mental, physical, financial, and spiritual alignment in.
Mm.
True, and that's why I think that line "be fruitful" it means more than what people think. Like as in, it's
Oh
not
yeah,
just
people just horny.
just think it's just about having children. Like nah, it's more than that. It means be able to give throughout.
Trade,
You
be able
know,
to build, be fruitful, meaning that you can build a harvest. It's more so fruitful. There ain't no fruitful like fruit. That ain't fruit. I mean, that's fruit of the loin. But I mean, fruit really came from a tree. So meaning if they saying being fruitful and multiply, meaning that means keep digging in your yard
yeah, keep it
and
because the
watering it.
fruit most fruits come with what a seed. So they're
Right.
telling you to give that seed to the world, but your seed doesn't mean just being a parent or being, seed. You could be a big
No.
brother, a helpful
A
friend, or
Girl Scout
a good
teacher, a
neighbor,
Girl
a good,
Scout leader.
you know,
Right.
a mentor, like somebody
Cadet.
that's what it means to be fruitful. Like people just you do more than just one thing. That's why I keep saying
Right.
like with people with air purpose, the first thing you hear with people is like it's one thing. Like my purpose was to play football. Like
No.
just went no, your purpose right now might be to play football.
Right.
but
How
you
about
have
your
a
put?
bigger
How about if
thing.
you a husband on top of that? How about your purpose was to play football, be a good husband? Da, 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 da. Now, just because you chose not to be a good husband, don't have nothing to do with that not being your purpose, but it was your purpose because you got married.
Mm.
So
This
people
part of
be
the
just
purpose of
cheating
getting married.
themselves out of their purpose. No, hey, no, your purpose is all those things. Your purpose is to take care of all your shit, do your work.
Take care of your responsibilities, and they will take care of you.
Bingo. Nah, I think that's living in your purpose.
Mm.
Shoot, your purpose, your mom said it might be your purpose might be just to call your mom every day, or it might your purpose might be to, you know what I mean?
Go
It
take
might be
care of
something
her.
simple,
Make sure
but
she
that's
good. Put some food in
right.
the fridge.
That might be your purpose. So it's little things that can be part of your purpose. You know what I'm saying? So and that don't make it less of part of your life that as a purpose. It's very important.
Mm.
Very true. Very true. I agree. I agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So since Mocha, I'm gonna let you ask this little your third question since you ain't.
Ask my third little question.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You have it here. It's on the thing.
Oh,
Just
I forgot. What made you decide this was more than a hobby? Like the purpose. So all of us are in the entertainment business, and you guys do music on a regular day basis. So what made it more than a hobby? What made it feel like this is it? This is what I'm working with. This is my purpose. I'm gonna move with this.
V first.
why I gotta go first? It's ladies first.
Cause I asked you so this
Ladies
time. I
first.
wanted
You
to be gentleman first.
Sir,
nah.
with your squeaky little wheel in the
Yeah,
back,
and I
please go
answered
ahead.
fast.
I gotta think of
Hmm.
my answer. That's the.
I need to think of my answer too. And I see it
Hey,
first, so I already
somebody play the Family Feud music in the background. We gotta think.
it's V first though.
We'll take all what made this? What made me decide this was more than a hobby? I mean, I don't. The moment I took that first step of saying I want to do this more than just for fun, like I don't know. Like it was just I couldn't answer that. Like to be honest, with you, I don't think anybody can really like seriously answer that. Like I can tell you the moment why, like I said, that why I said, it was just like you know what, this is it. It's something I want to do, as in because it was more of a gravitation to it towards
Mm.
industry where it was just like, all right, this was something that it made. I always had it in my back of my mind, but it was like it would always pop up on its own. That's why I keep saying like sometimes people purpose it kind of hits you in the head a couple times before you finally realize it. Like so for me, it was one of those things where it started off me just playing around, right? Just I don't know about y'all, but I was a little kid with the broomstick in the middle of the living room, uh, singing to songs
Huzzah!
and rapping to songs that was playing on the TV and rapping
Oh,
it like I was at my own account. I was going crazy. I was one of those
you
people.
was coming with
So,
the whole dance move.
Me
Oh,
too. I was the kid that listen. I was in dance since I was 4, so I understand that. Like literally, I always knew I wanted to be a star.
I was doing something, but I never knew. If you was to ask me as a kid, you would have known that I was trying to be in music because my idea wasn't trying to be. That wasn't my idea. My idea was to be in My idea was to be sports when I was a kid. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna play football, basketball, this and the third, and of course I gravitated to music and doing music and stuff like that has always been around. So it was always like a mixture of both. So where a part of me, I still do things with sports, basketball, help coach. I used to do a little, helping out with training in this and the third, or football. I would help out my friends or help out with people with training and then this and the third, and then would go do certain things with music. Where now all of a sudden, me now with music, I want to be more than just. I know now that I always knew that a long time ago, but I wanted to be more than just the artist. You feel me? So I was like, all right, I wanted my own label. Even back in for years, I've always wanted my own record label. So it's like that was something that was like it wasn't something that I went looking for, or as in like I was just like, what do I do now? It kind of just hit me like once it just gradually started to become more and more to where I feel like your purpose is something that makes you want to learn more. So if it doesn't make you want to learn it, it's not your purpose.
All right, I say this. When I was a kid, I used to watch stuff like What's Love Got to Do with It. I
Yep,
used to watch
movies
stuff
like that.
like The
The
Five
Five Heartbeats.
Heartbeats and stuff. I wasn't watching stuff normal kids was watching. I was back to back watching this stuff.
And
Talking about,
Five Heartbeats
yeah,
just
I'm
go
just
crazy. I can't lie.
right. I used to watch all of that stuff. I knew who was the first female to go platinum when I was a kid. I was just knowing random stuff. And then I learned this little special thing called poetry. Man, I learned poetry and I started putting my poems together and I would take them to the cipher. And then one day they put a beat on, right? And I couldn't rap on that shit worth a damn. Right? I couldn't rap on it. And one of my friends told me how to rap on that beat and it was a rap. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna say something. So eventually I was like, all right, I need to have a message. So I had kind of got discouraged and stuff at first, but then eventually I really I just one day looked up and said, listen, no matter what, you always gonna be what you wanted to be when you was probably a teenager. The only reason you're not going for it because somebody probably told you can't, or they told you the struggle it is to get there. Why you don't think you're good enough to take the path to get there, or why you don't think you deserve it. So once I got over the fact that I kind of deserve it, and I felt like that I was willing to do the work to earn it, I was like, fuck it. I know that's what I want to do. So that's when I started finding life purpose and definitely making music, doing fashion, and living and telling my spiritual warfare or the spiritual war I went through.
I think that's when you realize it's a purpose though, for real. When when you decide at that moment, like I'm willing to take that journey. Like I'm, all right, bet I'm finna take this chance. Like regardless of whatever happens, I took this chance. I'm running with it. It is what it is. Like I'm going down this path, and I don't care what nobody tell me. That's the moment when you realize like you're living in your purpose. Because a lot of times we'll do that like how Mocha said, or no, I'm sorry, like how Combat said. We get into this moment where we get discouraged and we start going through. We have to go through life, and I think that's what I was gonna say too. When you said that, like that was just life telling you that you wasn't ready yet. You feel me? Like as in you gotta go through something first in order to get there. And a lot of times,
Combat done joined the army, done went to Iraq. Combat done did everything but
you know, to where you had to become combat. You wasn't combat pretty yet. You was just.
I wasn't. I was top dollar. I was top dollar.
So like you had to be something first in order to become that. You had to go through something first to tell where you had a story to tell. And I think that's another thing that people need to realize when it comes to purpose living is that you have to have a story to tell first in order to know your purpose. Because a lot of times that's why I say the main character where a lot of people live their purpose through other people. Like as in I need you to be what I wanted to be, so that way I can feel good with myself, not understanding who you are in this position right now. Right. So I definitely agree with that. Where it took just that moment where it just said, "Look, I'm gonna take that journey. I'm gonna run with this. Even with us doing this here. Like I said, you know what? I'm gonna run with this." And that's why I say my purpose was more than just me doing one thing. Like it was more. It was always being multiple things to where it was. I think my purpose would be the person who like helps other people get where they want to be at. If you be like, I want to be the person to open the door so other people can get in. Like, for example, if I got a hit song tomorrow, I'm putting y'all on the next song so that way y'all can get on the next hit song too, and then y'all can go platinum and go do what you need to do. So you got yours. So that way, when I'm done, you up. I'm up because you up. So now when you get your award, you be like, you know what? Hey, I want to say shout out to Z. This is yours too. I'm like, hey, you shouted me out, cuz. Like you
shout out to Z for getting me here.
Now when I get my,
I wouldn't be here without you.
You know, I get
and he's standing there with his suit on and his dress covering his face so we can't see him and shit. We like this and stuff, and we like this. Yeah, I want to shout out to Z. He's talking about, what's up, y'all? I love it.
Getting me here.
Squad.
When I get my little lifetime achievement award, y'all can give me, I can sit there and just tear up watching the little videos. See, he helped me with this. See, put me on to this. This man helped me with
No,
that.
I would prefer it to be like this. On Wednesday, we still having the same conversation and stuff like that. We got our little podcast where we're going, and we still talk about it on. Yo, you won the award the other day, I know, right? And we sitting in front of. We actually in the studio and stuff. We done flew in every week and stuff
You feel me?
like the real people be doing and stuff. They live in. Oh shoot, Charlamagne got the house in Charlotte, but they doing a showing in New York. So I want to be like that.
Cause I'm gonna tell you now, once they give me that little award,
aspire. Shout out to
they
everybody.
try to give me that little award. That award for
everybody.
y'all, man. That award is any award I get is not for me. I could care less about the award. That's for the team. As in, if they will say Z, congratulations for everything you this and I'm like, no, this is theirs. Like, let them have their little speech. They speech whatever they say. I second it. Okay, like that's my.
He has a stamp. We need to get this man a stamp.
You don't need to spend. I don't care, like, because it's like, to me, that's not my. To me, in order, like, especially
I really love when she do that.
leaders,
I
like
love when
people
she
who are
just come up
leaders.
with the real hype and it's like, we should get him a stamp. Yes, we should probably get him a stamp. I agree.
Stamp of approval by Z.
I love when
It
she
has
comes
a
up with these
Z.
random ideas.
I'm gonna design it.
Well, that's just always been my thing. Where I'm just not meant to be. Being a leader in my position, at least in my idea, is the type of person where you have to be almost selfless. You feel me? Like, you got to be selfish for your people, but you got to be selfless towards your people. You feel me? So, like, to the ones who's not a part of your tribe, you not gonna let no one disrespect or hurt your tribe. You selfish towards your tribe, so you ain't gonna let nobody, But when it becomes to when you're talking and being in your tribe, you have to be selfless to where you got to understand, okay, I got to make sure y'all good, because if you're not good, then I'm not good. Like, I can't go to war and I ain't got no warriors. Like, that don't make no sense. Like,
that's
y'all
crazy.
Looking at me, I'm ready to go to war.
I'm gonna go to war without my cadet. How you gonna go to war without your cadets, cadet?
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I say, like, for me, it's always been to put y'all ahead of my team, with people around me ahead. Like, of course, I can be the front runner and make it whatever, but I'm not being the front runner to stay the front runner. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to be the front. If I'm the front runner, I'm doing it to put somebody else in front, so that way I can be the person who pushes it all together. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, that's why I said for me it's different, where people's purpose in life is just based off of choices. It's choice making of how you gonna live out your choices and everything. And usually, sometimes being especially being a leader or being people who like take that leadership role of wanting to push things and do things, you don't have a choice in a lot. So you just have to do whatever. You have to do what comes with the territory. So like, that's why I tell people, like, purposeful living is really understanding that you have to do what comes with the territory of what you doing. Like, good, bad, or ugly, you're gonna have to run with it.
That's true. And it's funny because I call myself combat pretty, so that's not like, and I'll be speaking of cadets. So I like to think of it as the sense of keeping togethership and building with the team and having more of a militia vibe or a squad vibe, you know what I mean? So it's all about y'all leading each other and everybody putting everything in together, so that way you can come out with one strong idea that will make the mass grow. What made you decide this was more than a
that was
hobby?
her question. That was her question.
That was my
Oh, okay. I'm like,
original question.
I thought somebody asked this there. I was about to say, huh?
No, you good. You good.
That was our original question for her.
You going to have to run it back. You going to have to run it back.
Yeah, run it back for the two people. Yeah.
But y'all should run it back anyway and watch this over. So that way, just in case you having any trouble in finding your purpose, we got you.
Oh yeah,
we got
definitely.
you.
So give me your final thoughts of today's topic. Again, the topic was what, Mocha? What was your topic today, Mocha?
Our topic for today is purpose of living, purpose of life.
Okay, so give me y'all final thoughts on today's show. What y'all think?
Finding your purpose is experiencing life in general and making choices on what you feel is what is gravitating you. It's not just what you want to do. It's something that pulls you and you also enjoy it, and it affects other people positively. Positively. I was about to make a whole new word.
Mhm.
Watch
Whether
that.
it's spiritual,
Sometimes some people purpose can be also negative too. So watch out with that.
That is very
Have
true.
negative purpose that it might be positive. It can be negative and positive in the same time. Prime example, the Holocaust, right, where it was a negative thing, but people learned from it to where it became a positive type thing, where you had to learn from it to do something better. So like
Yep.
sometimes you might have to get through something bad so you can get a better purpose out of the situation. But see what I'm saying?
yeah. I think that no matter what you do, find purpose in it and make it make sense. Meaning, make it make whether it's financial gain, spiritual gain, or some type of healing, or is and with it when it's no gain to you. You know what I mean? Just make it make sense. Do things that will help you in the long run, and think things all the way out to figure out how it's really going to align. Don't just live in the moment, but don't live, but think for the think for a lifetime. Live in the moment, but think for a lifetime.
Yep.
Say that one more again. Oh my God.
Live in the moment, but think for a lifetime. Because so many times we do not do that. Please think things
Mm.
all the way out on how that's going to really work out for you.
That's your quote for the day if y'all listening. Say it one more time
Ooh.
for these people. Say it one more time, preacher.
Live in the moment, but think for a lifetime.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh.
Live in the moment. Think for a lifetime. You heard her.
Thank
We
you,
got to put
Karim
that on a
McCann.
t-shirt
Oh,
though.
we appreciate that. Did you hear what
Yeah, I
Karim
was gonna bring it
said?
up. I was gonna bring it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, we definitely need to. We definitely might need to put that on the t-shirt. That was a dope quote. I just
Yep, that's gonna
definitely
be a
with
dope
it.
t-shirt. That's gonna be our word, our quote for the day, month,
Right.
year. Thank you. We're gonna put it on
Yes,
a
that is
t-shirt with
definitely
a
a
little icon.
2023. Live
That's
in the moment,
right.
but definitely think for a lifetime.
With his
Oh, looky,
with these
looky.
little squeaky wheel. Ooh, we need to get Via's stamp of approval t-shirt. That's gonna be dope.
Just a big stamp with a
Generation
Z in the
Z.
middle.
This.
A big
Generation
I
Z.
stamp
like
with a
Gen Z.
Z. Oh yeah, with a Gen Z in the middle. That'd be
The
funny.
Gen Z.
Y'all
Gen Z.
hilarious.
that's gonna be so.
Y'all hilarious. Y'all know that.
Hey, if y'all do any art, please let us know. Cause we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that
Yes,
stamp
we
of
would
approval
appreciate
t-shirt.
it.
Gonna need that stamp of approval t-shirt. Yeah.
We would love it.
Well, I guess
I
this
wonder
is
if that's
that
the Karim
time,
that make the
huh?
beat.
Is it that time? I mean, I feel like we would go for so long. I mean, like, do we really have a time right now?
It's time to go.
Yes.
Man. It's
Do
time
we
to go
really
to
like, we've been
these
going for
people
like
gotta
two,
go to
3 weeks.
sleep.
I feel like they like, bro, y'all owe us like 4 hours
Today,
of work.
I got something I can tell y'all real quick. All
Go
right, so
ahead.
if y'all not following me, you should be following me on Instagram at Combat Pretty, and make sure y'all go pre-save my latest song that will be coming out on December 29th, and it will help you in finding your purpose, especially if you working hard, which is the title of it. So, you know what I mean? I'm working hard, and they say I do too much, but I'm gonna keep on working hard. So let's do that. You know, a guy for t-shirts. That's what's up. Put us on.
Hit us up in DM, bro. Hit us up in DM. That's
No.
our radio.
Definitely on IG.
Radio. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and hit us up on there.
We
You
can't hear you,
whispering,
cuz.
friend?
We can't hear you,
Yeah,
cuz.
I'm like you whispering, friend.
Hey, y'all hear me?
Nah,
Barely.
barely.
Clearly not.
I hear the squeaky wheel more than
I
you,
hear the
man.
music. Yeah, I hear the music.
Right,
But, okay. I gotta get my
right.
We'll go get to heaven.
That was a quick ride, though.
No, I say what you're saying. Though. You had your story. Huh? You follow you on Combat Pretty.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh yeah, follow me at Combat Pretty, and if y'all working hard on y'all new things, and y'all gonna be working hard the next year to get to y'all goals, dreams, and accomplishments, then make sure y'all definitely pre-save my latest track. It's gonna be on all platforms, and it's called Working Hard. Working hard, y'all.
Yeah, I might drop a song later this week too. Who knows? We'll see. And then
Oh,
Yeah, I did a video for some. Well, I did a song for someone's video a couple weeks ago or last week. I want to say so.
You did a video too?
I didn't do a video. I was going to this weekend, but I might do it next weekend instead.
Okay, I'm doing a video too for working hard.
Shoot, I'm doing a video shoot tomorrow, but it's not for one of my songs.
And I got some exclusive shirts and hats coming. My working hard hat.
Y'all heard her?
And
She got
shirts.
some hats, shirts.
Some
She got
hard
it all.
hat.
Merch.
She
You
got
might
a
have
shirt
merch.
over here. Don't be sleeping on her.
If you
You
working
might have
hard
Shoot,
like
we
me,
talked to
of
this
course
guy
you
for his
got merch.
t-shirts. We gonna have merch.
But I say we might have some merch.
Stamp of approval.
If you working hard like me,
Live
you
in
gonna
the
have some merch.
present, but think for the future, man.
Live for the present, but think for the future. Live in the present, yeah.
Yes, live in the present.
Right.
No
Did
cap.
y'all
But
write
I
that
can put
down?
that on the back. Put that on the back of the shirt.
Right,
Put
live
a
in the
little stamp
present.
right
And
on the
be
front.
stamp
I
Every time.
know.
in the front.
Put that on the front.
Look, I definitely get my edit. That is definitely
Yeah, we gonna do that. Put the little dash of love at the end. Put the little quotation marks on it so they know it's from you. Quote from love. We'll go crazy. We'll go viral.
Oh.
Well, nah,
We need to
man.
get started. I know some people who can do art. I got some
Well,
people.
let's ask Saul since you're here now. Saul, what's your final thoughts on the show, man? I know you missed the last like.
Hit
10
us with the
minutes.
Jerry final thoughts. The song final thoughts.
Right.
We gotta get Saul.
No, I
final
really
thoughts
did
in.
bust out some Jerry final thoughts. Go, bro.
Yes, you
We
got
gotta
it.
do, man. Get our final thoughts in. You know,
I mean,
you got 2 minutes. Then.
well, today was a great episode. We learned a whole lot about your purpose in life and how you can find yours. We talked about each other's purpose and different ways or different things that you can do to find your purpose. You know, like we said, like Mocha said, just try different things, or like I said.
Put your fucking hand down.
I say, sister, I say.
But like
Better
what
say no
Mocha
day, I
said,
say, sister. Energy.
but like what Mocha said, you can try different things. Like I said, you'll just take a look at your overall life and what you've accomplished, and see what you've mostly been doing. And there's other ways, spiritually, like what Love said. If you're everybody has a purpose spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Is that what she said? Yep. And
I don't know why, Love. Why you keep doing that? Why you keep
going off screen?
I don't know, because I don't like smoking on the screen. I feel bad.
What you feel bad for? Like, we all stoners.
You're right. They do know it's there. You're right.
Except
I'm a stoner,
Mocha.
y'all. I feel purpose in this, y'all.
She just. Like,
I'm a rapper, so I smoke the rapper.
Everybody's just looking around here, just looking like, what is this random smoke coming from Love? It's just nothing.
Right. We can just see. We can see.
That is my incense, y'all. They burning.
Right.
Just so happy
you
to
got that
come
mud
from your
burning
mouth.
right in front of your face.
You just smoking your incense, huh?
You inhaling that bit. You secondhand smoke, inhaling the incense.
Incense going out. That's crazy.
You like, Lord, what's this? I love y'all cadets.
That's it, song. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut
But
you.
yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That was my 2 minutes. My 2 minutes is up.
All right, 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes.
We done jacked up your 2 minutes, so.
Oh no, it's cool. That was all I had to say.
All right.
Yeah.
Find purpose in your purpose. Do things. Do new things. You heard, so.
And here's one thing else you guys can take away from this. One way you can also find your purpose in trying new things is a perfect exercise for you to try. Now, use your common sense. I'm not telling you to everything to answer like this, but I would say start saying yes more. Yes, start saying.
Wait, you can't be out here being no yes man.
No, I'm not saying. That's like I said.
Y'all ever see the Michael Jackson movie, that old movie from back in the day? What's it called? the Living the Dream one,
I see the
not
Wiz.
the old one, the Jackson 5 one. Remember it from the 80s and stuff.
Okay.
And there was
The
a
Jackson 5 movie.
there was the remember Vanessa Williams when she was talking to Barry Gordy, and he was like, nah, I don't want no more kids. I don't want no more kids being an artist. He was like, she looked at him, she was like, I need you to just calm down and give me a slow yes instead of a fast no.
No.
Mhm.
People forget that. That's the part people be forgetting.
Dang,
Give me
I
a
like that.
slow yes and just
I
slowly,
need it,
gradually do it before you give a fast no. Because we be
No.
quickly to say no. So that's what I want to say.
You know what? I feel like from like some of my careers, I have been to it. I have trained my mind sometimes so much to be like, no is better than saying yes, because you can turn a no into a yes than a yes into a no. Because a yes into a no is more dreadful than a no into a yes to me. But sometimes when it comes into context of your friends and people you hang with and stuff like that, then yeah, it's better to say yes and just take your time and think about it and just say yes, because you probably
And
gonna enjoy it. They're your friends. They already
yeah, I
know what
mean,
you
yeah.
like.
And obviously, you know, like I said, use your common sense. I know common sense ain't common in today's society for some fucking reason, but you know, use your common sense. Obviously, don't say yes to everything. Everything is not an answer to yes. I mean, yes is not an answer to everything, obviously.
Right.
But I say yes a lot more, right? Because it opens you up to new experiences, to more possibilities, into finding out your purpose and finding, you know, or just finding fun ways to, or new ways to entertain yourself. You know what I'm saying? So like when I say y'all changed I just noticed y'all changed the color from red to yellow.
That's been the whole show, bro. That been the whole show.
I just peeped.
Yeah, but did you know you just went off of your own topic? That's funny as I don't know what.
Yeah,
This is why y'all need to stop. This is why I tell y'all stop smoking that reefer.
That means you gotta stop too.
But okay.
I don't smoke reefer. I smoke gas.
Oh no.
Right.
No,
Man,
you
I
tripping
don't either.
then.
I smoke rappers.
Right, you feel
I
me?
smoke rappers.
I got good gas.
I already told you what I do.
Man,
I
ain't
mean,
no,
I
it
plead the fifth.
ain't.
I'm not
Look,
I
I
see
got
purpose
premium.
in
We
it.
ain't
I'm a
no
rapper, so I
diesel up
smoke the
in
rapper
here.
kind.
I plead
My
the fifth.
Anyway,
Look,
as
my
you were
gas is
saying,
90. I'm not hitting 87. I'm hitting 90 when I fill up the tank. You feel me?
anyway,
Oh,
as you
don't
were
tell
saying,
nobody that. La la la
Premium.
la la la.
No, I'm saying like when I get the gas, I'm getting the premium. I'm not getting the unleaded. You feel me?
Okay, I get the premium too because I drive the
Mhm.
premium car.
I mean, well, but like I was saying, you would say yes a lot more, especially like
You were
prime
saying.
example. I'm gonna give a little bit or share a little
Damn,
bit
boy,
of,
it's been 5 minutes. Nigga, damn.
right. I'm gonna share, a little bit about myself. When I
Wait,
Z
I
know
think
me from
some people
Florida.
should say no a little bit more. If you typically
I
say yes
say
too much, say no more.
no,
And if
no,
you
no,
say yes,
no.
if you
Yeah,
say no too much, say yes more.
yeah. If okay, I want to say like I grew up a little bit sheltered per se in my
Yeah.
life, and then yeah, and when I went to college, it was like a brand new world had opened up to me, and
Whole
what
parallel universe.
what's so funny?
Oh, you know why I just thought of that Aladdin? Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
A whole new world.
But
That
yeah,
boy lost
basically
it.
that's what
That
happened.
boy
Like a
lost
whole
it.
new
We went
world.
out
Oh,
there.
shout out. We
Oh,
missing Nina right
oh,
now
new world.
because you know Nina would have went right in on that right now. She would have been
Man.
wholeheartedly singing that.
Don't you dare
Y'all,
close
Nina
your
coming
eyes.
back, y'all. Nina is
Oh yeah,
coming back.
she coming back in, what was it,
Uh-oh.
January? January. She coming
Nina's
back in
coming
January.
back.
Actually, she said she might extend it. No, yeah, we gotta talk to her a little bit. You know, she said she might
Okay,
extend staying out there in
to
Japan.
be continued.
To
To
be
be
Right, to be
continued.
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 That
Y'all put a pin
conversation
on
to be
that.
continued.
But like I was saying, uh, it was like a whole new world had opened up to me, and then like I was still like stuck in
Oh, Simba.
my little bubble. I was still stuck in my bubble for the first like 6 months of school, you know, and I didn't really go out and do nothing. When I heard about open mic, that's when I found out there was a whole nother world than just staying at the crib. And then when I met people in my class, when I met Z, I started saying, yeah,
Oh,
fuck it, let's go do it. Or fuck it, let's do it. You know
wait.
what
Why you had to put that in there like
I'm saying? Right. I just peed.
Cause he a real one.
Yeah, I
wait
mean,
Oh,
but yeah, no, like, man, the stories I could tell you about me, Z, and a couple other folk is, but I started saying yes to a lot more things and saying like, fuck it, let's do it, or like things normally would say I wouldn't do. Like, okay, I agree with love. Things I normally say I wouldn't do, or things I normally wouldn't do, I said yes to, and it was well within what I was comfortable doing.
right.
Ended up turning up, being something that like I love doing now. So that's why I say just say yes a lot more, and that also ties in, like I
Period.
said, ties into you being finding your purpose. So like certain experiences could lead you to like, hey, this is something that I want to do, or this is something I believe that could see myself doing for the next 10, 15 years, you know what I'm saying? And all because you said yes to the right question. Or because you said you got out of your comfort zone. You got comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you
You
for that
didn't
one. That was some good advice.
Yep.
yeah.
Be
I need to take
comfortable
that
with
because
being
I like
uncomfortable.
that. I'm gonna
Mhm.
try to use that this week. I'm gonna try to say yes more.
Yeah, and obviously, like I said, use your common sense. If you feel like this is something that you really aren't comfortable with, or it's something in the back of your head, like, hey, you probably shouldn't do that, then don't do it. Obviously, don't do it. But if you think it'll be like,
Don't do
or it's something that you'll be like, okay, sure, I'll do it, then go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. You'll probably have more fun doing it.
If
You
it's
you
something that you on the fence on, like if you got to do like if you just gonna say you might as well say fuck it after that.
yeah, you
I
feel
do
me?
that all the time. That's my motto. If I have to do once I say or if I have to think about it, I just fuck it. Come on, like
Hmm.
get it over with. Like because it gets it over with, it gets it done, and whatever was supposed to happen at the time, it happened. So now it's over with. I can't sit here and dwell about what if, what could have been. Like
And you can't live. You can't regret making those choices after you made it.
oh yeah,
Once you
you
say
make it.
yes, once you
You
say
make
yes, and
it.
it ended up turning out to be a bad experience, you can't regret that experience. You
No,
you
That's
you
all.
said
cannot.
yes because you made the
You
choice
have
to
to
go.
accept that you said that you made the choice to go. Right. That's
Hmm.
true.
Yep.
Accept the
And
reality, not the delusion.
hmm
Right.
Yes. Except we are coming up with
That's
some
why I
great
said you
quotes
should think
today.
things out. Like I said, you should live in the present, but
Give me
think
a second
things,
to write this
but
stuff
think things
down.
for a
I got the
lifetime.
t-shirts out of this and stickers and pens. I got
and
profit off of
then,
this. What y'all need? Slow down.
but yeah, definitely all of that, everything that we done said today, definitely take
I was gonna give
take
my
that
final
information.
thoughts, but like y'all went like 30 minutes over, so I don't even want to give a final.
Stamp
No, what's your final? What's
approval.
your final
I ain't got
thoughts?
nothing no more. I ain't got nothing no more. Y'all said it. I'm good.
Come on,
He's so
you always
petty.
got something.
He be so petty sometimes, yo. That's that Gen
Come
Z
on,
shit.
come on.
What's your final
That's that
final
Gen Z
thought?
shit.
What's your
Hey,
overall take
if
on
I'm
this?
petty, it's because I love you.
Right. You took up all the time, and it's being petty because I love you, man. You know how that
you,
go.
know, you know how I go. Petty 'cause I
I
love
wouldn't even waste
you.
my time being petty to an outsider.
You feel me? If I ain't like
They
you,
don't
I just hear
deserve
this.
my petty.
Listen, if I ain't like you, I just be like, you know what? We gonna call it a day. Have a good one. Ain't
Right, click.
Nah, I'm petty. I'm petty out of spite too. I'm petty out of spite. But that's another topic for another day.
Right. Ooh,
But
ooh.
you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I thrive off of spite. I ain't gonna cap. We're gonna talk about that another day. Maybe that could be
Ooh.
next week's topic.
Yeah, that was a
You know
nice
what I'm
build up
saying?
to that. Spite and petty.
You know what I'm saying?
Write that down.
Is
I feel like
being
that should be
petty?
like a thing that should be considered in a emotional intelligence conversation.
Of
Emotional
Like
course it
intelligence.
is.
what is
We gotta
emotional
definitely put it
intelligence and
together.
like how do you call it that? Like, what's your definition of emotional intelligence, and then how do you know what emotional intelligence is? Because obviously everybody has their own definition of emotional intelligence. So it's like, what is the actual for everybody? Like, let's come up with a DieTyeRadio emotional intelligence definition. Kind of like how we did the pill movement thing. We finna do that here with emotional intelligence.
For sure. So you think
When the petty
being
gets too heavy,
petty,
right?
being
When the
petty
petty
and
gets too heavy,
spite is an emotional intelligence?
I mean, because think about it. If you being petty and spiteful, let's be real. You know you being petty and spiteful. Like you know it. You ain't just did it out of nowhere. It didn't just. I got spiteful syndrome. It just happens whenever it happens, and I just wake up.
No,
I got spiteful syndrome.
I got petty syndrome. I just be petty for no reason. Like even just looking at this bottle. This is bottle. Like why you gotta? No, you know you're being petty and spiteful. So it's like, come on now, you're intelligent enough to know that. Like a lot. Let's be real. A lot of the stuff in this world that we claim is like it's just how I feel. It's just you know what you're doing. Like it's a decision. You're choosing to do it. Like come on now. Like you just know what's going. You know what's going on when it's going and doing it. You just don't care. Let's be real. You just don't care.
Yep.
I'm mad. I don't care that I'm mad. I'm finna punch the wall. Even though I know I'm finna put a hole in it and probably break my hand. I don't care. I'm mad. All right, well, deal with whatever happens after you got mad. Now you mad that you broke your arm.
I ain't gonna lie. I broke my bed doing that. I was so mad. But it was an accident. I shook the bed, and the bed broke.
It wasn't no accident. You did what you did. You just messed up.
Man, that was funny. But no, when I say like I'm petty out of spite, like when somebody say like I can't do something, I'm going to do it just because.
Well, that's not petty though. That's not petty though.
But and then that's
want.
out of spite.
You have free will. That's somebody trying to steal your free.
Yeah, that's just trying to prove.
Or when somebody do something to me, and I feel like I'm gonna do something back to you.
Being petty out of spite would be like saying if we was in school and I took, say if you had a pencil, your favorite pencil, and I borrowed your pencil and never gave it back to you. You took my book bag and decided to put trash in it or something, or you did something to like give me equal amount of pain or equal amount of hurt to make you feel the same way how you felt. That would be spiteful and petty.
Yeah, I'm there's certain instances where I'm like that.
Okay.
My givebacks are worse.
Well, then we gonna get into that conversation next week. Or maybe
next week.
Might even do it Friday. Who knows?
Look, I would say like my givebacks are like, bro. Speaking of, oh my gosh, we gotta have
next week.
Next week,
look,
the show is over. Next
right
week,
now.
So.
Before we even go to that next week's topic, y'all gotta watch this episode of Atlanta. Because it's definitely the bonification of this topic. Oh yeah, they waiting here. they waiting. All right, yeah.
Oh, that's just hilarious.
But yeah, no. There's a episode of Atlanta. I'm gonna text y'all in the group chat. There's an episode of Atlanta y'all gotta watch. That is basically the bonification of next week's episode. If we're doing that next week, that was so funny, bro. He ruined this girl's life out of pure spite. Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Just bring the clip. Remember the clip for next week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh definitely. Yeah. Yes. But yeah. Like my givebacks are well planned, well timed, and you'll never see them coming, and you'll never know it was for me. But I got you back. That's how my givebacks are. That's how spiteful I am. It's so.
Oh, you a sneaky spiteful.
Yeah, sneaky spiteful.
Look, I don't like people, when they have a different perception of me. That's wrong when they clearly got the wrong idea. So, I'll make you believe that. That's the case.
You a sneaky.
Yeah.
But
I'm the type.
anyway, we
If
will
I'm
get
petty, I'm
into
gonna let
that
you know
next
I'm being
week.
petty. If I'm petty, you gonna see it right there and then. I'm gonna let you know I'm being petty. I want you to know. Yeah, that was me
You know
being
what?
petty and
I like
letting
to
you
say,
know I'm sick of your crap.
But
I ain't no
that's
science
another topic
project.
for another
Look, I ain't
week.
no science project. I ain't about to tell you how I be being petty. You just know what I'm doing. I might be being
You
petty
just
this
gonna
time.
see it. I'm not finna sit
Yeah,
here
I
and
might
you
not be
just gonna
being
have to
combat
look
pretty. I might
like
be
I
being
said.
combat petty.
I said I show you better than I can tell you. That's how I do it. I show you better than I can tell you.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I
It is
hate
I
what
get
it
this
that
shit.
is.
word. I'm gonna just wait.
I ain't gotta say.
But
Remember
what
when
is
you
why?
said
Why do we
I ain't
have a
gotta say
need for that
nothing.
though? That's what we need to figure out. Why do we even have a need to do that? Like, why do we have to
let's
prove somebody wrong or
y'all
do
write these
anything?
down. Write these down. Cause we sitting here
Yeah.
talking about it now. Write these down before we end up being here for 4 hours talking about stuff. Wait.
Come on, come on, come
Right.
on. Let's
Yeah,
write it
because we ain't
down
trying to
now.
be one of those podcasts with the 7 hour 5 second straight.
Bro, they be on. I don't understand how they be doing the long ass
Cause
podcast.
they know
Who
we
be
having nothing
listening?
to talk
Who
about,
be
bro. They just be
listening?
talking about random
People
stuff
watch
the
it
whole
though.
time.
That's what's
How do
up.
you
Shout out to
listen
that.
to a podcast for 4 hours, bro? How do
And
you listen to a
you be
podcast for
surprised. People don't
more
be
than
having nothing to
two?
do, especially like at work and stuff. Like it'd be better because you
hmm
can, you know, it makes
Go
especially
It's
listen
people
to
like
the
who work at
rate.
home.
dry noise and then there's a topic.
Listen to the radio. Listen to an audio book. Watch a
You listen
You
YouTube
to
know
the
what?
video.
I
radio.
ain't gonna lie to you. I'm guilty of that too. You know what? I be liking them lectures. You know what I mean? Them esoteric spiritual lectures. I can listen to them joints for if you
Hours.
Phil Valentine, Dr. Phil Valentine, his lectures be like 4 or 5 hours and stuff. I literally will put that joint on me, walking around the house, cleaning up, doing all types of stuff, just listening to what the man saying. This the one on spiritual vampires, that joint like 4 hours, 5 hours.
I be listening to us sometimes. Is another one. I be listening to a couple other podcasts every once in a while. I'm not gonna say their names because they don't give us no clout, so I ain't finna
Right,
give them.
free. No free promo. No free
But
shout.
it be you know it go crazy where you
Yeah.
just listen. A lot of people are listening now to other people talk. You're starting to hear it now where I told this to y'all before. A lot of people don't know how to debate no more. To where now you're starting to see a lot of people willing and wanting to listen to people really have debates and discussions on stuff. The problem is that a lot of people just don't know how to debate. So a lot of these discussions are entertainment to where it's like, oh yeah, they finna start yelling and going at each other. Bet I'm gonna listen to this, like
Clubhouse.
versus listening to
Clubhouse.
real debate. So now a lot of people are really like wanting to listen to real discussions now of regular people, people in real life. Like we're tired of hearing the same politician debates. You know, like all the politics and this and the third. Now you're hearing regular people have these conversations, and you're starting to realize like a lot of people have the same type of thinking, or some people might be different. There might be some exceptions to the rule, but you're starting to realize like a lot of people have
Collective thought.
perceptions. Yeah, I have their thoughts, and they trying to have their thoughts out there the way people can speak on it. So that's why you see that. If you notice now, like I'll be seeing a lot of notifications now on YouTube. So like, bro, it's a lot of people with a podcast now.
Yeah.
It's a
Everybody
bunch
want to
of
do a podcast now.
randomly as heck. Like everybody got a podcast now. You just like
Everybody got an
It's
opinion.
enough room for
Everybody
everybody. Let them go ahead
Everybody
and do what
everybody
they
jocking
got
our
a
do.
saying.
style.
Because there's enough
Everybody
listeners
jocking our
too.
style,
all right,
man.
Black Eyed
Just bring
Peas,
the
calm down.
listeners.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, Black Eyed
Everybody
Peas.
jocking us. Why everybody gotta steal our flow? Why everybody gotta jock our style? You know what I
You got
mean?
that boom
Like,
boom pow. That's what you can tell them.
nah, we got that
We got
boom
enough
boom
room.
pile. You
It's
feel me?
enough for
Why
everybody.
everybody want everybody want to do a
It's enough money
podcast?
for
Once we
everybody.
start
It's
doing
enough.
podcasts,
It's
you know what
enough
I'm
world
saying?
to go around. There's enough ears for everybody. Shoot, it's two. It's one person. It's two
Get your
ears. So
thigh out of
shoot,
here. Stop showing
that's
your
enough
thighs to
ears.
these people.
That was a calf.
That was your thigh. You
That was
think I
a
don't know what,
calf.
man? You don't think I don't know what a thigh look like?
This is calf
That's the thigh.
muscle.
That's what's on the
The
other
other
side
part
of
is
that.
the song.
What's the
Leave
other
me
This
side of that?
alone.
it's
Y'all
meat.
taking
It's
too
still meat.
long.
The meat's still on the bone. You know, can't be showing the meat.
The meat still on the.
It's still on the line. Can't be showing the meat.
You
I'm
ain't done
not
it.
with him today. That's
What
my
That's
dog,
meat?
yo. He's
What
funny as
meat?
all the
I'm
way.
y'all.
skinny. I ain't got nothing.
It's David time. We gotta go, y'all. So,
Somebody said we
with
have
another
been here.
great
Meat on my bone.
episode, y'all.
This
We'll
is
see
when you
y'all
know we
next
get to that
week.
moment. We start talking crap, bull crap. That means it's time to go. That means
Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at DieTyeRadio. Make sure y'all follow all of our individual social medias to keep up what we got going on in our individual lives. And also, like I said, follow our DieTyeRadio so you can see what's going on in around the podcast and our different shows. We'll be bringing our different mediums back to this channel. So please keep a lookout on that for our different episodes or different shows, not just DieTyeRadio. So the girls gonna come back. Y'all gonna get some more of the girls. We're gonna get the guys going. So yeah, y'all stay tuned.
We finna have separate. Some of us might have some separate shows. You know,
y'all
might have a little hour of combat practice. Might have a little. What's that? What they call it?
Basic training.
Basic training. Yeah, there go. That's the name right there. There go. Hush.
Basic training was kind of very pretty.
Y'all stay tuned for all of that. We finna go crazy. Look, 2023, we're going up to 2023. Y'all be prepared because once the train start moving, this ain't gonna stop. You feel me? So y'all better hop on board. And we take off without you. You feel me? Look, road to I want to say.
Matter of fact,
I want to say road to nothing.
It's not even season 3. It's not S3. It's D3 next year, man. DieTye 3. DieTye 3, man. DieTyeRadio 3, man. That's
D3.
Now we gotta come out with season shirts, season t-shirts, season.
Look, we're gonna have. Look, that's gonna be the move. Next year, we're gonna try to get a clothing line going. We're gonna try to get other things happening in and outside the outside of the podcast.
Discord,
going on and
try to have Clubhouse again, all that again, man. We want to have our interacts with y'all. We want y'all to be able to talk. You ain't gotta just type. We want y'all to talk to us and give us y'all inputs on life. We in the same boat. Come on, people.
You feel me? Like we trying to build. We trying to have like a little small, not a small community. We trying to have a community of like-minded folks join us in our like-mindedness. And we just have it talk about different topics, huh? Oh, you talk about her, but like-minded folks, so we can talk about like-minded things.
Think bigger.
Right. But yeah, like we said, you know what I'm saying? We got things in the works, so y'all definitely stay tuned for all that. And with that being said, that has been another episode.
Cadets.
And we're finna be out. Let me turn. Goodbye, y'all.
Since we're going down the elevator.
Right.